Welcome, everybody. This is the second in the series. And last time we talked about breathing. And the reason breath is so important in terms of meditation is that, for one thing, it's totally neutral. You don't take a breath and think, oh, that was a bad breath. The breath just keeps on by itself. And so the breath is neutral. And also, the breath, you can only breathe in the present. You can't breathe in the future, you can't breathe in the past, you're only here. The Dalai Lama once he corrected us by saying it was the present moment. He said there is no such thing as the present moment. When you define it as a present moment, it's already gone. So what you should say is the now. So the now or just present. But anyway, this neutral present thing we have is with us all the time. You have to breathe anyway, so you might as well make some use of the fact that you're breathing. So let's just dive in right now and do some breathing. And last time we were talking about long, slow breathing that can be abbreviated into LSD, long, slow, and deep. So let's just do the start now. Breathe in, breathe out, long, slow, and deep. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in through the nostril. Breathe out through the mouth. Long, slow, and deep. From Mingyur Rinpoche, I learned what he calls the 9 breaths, and I think we'll do it now. You breathe in and out through one nostril, the other nostril, and then through both nostrils, so that's 9 breaths. And what this is to bring the energy up, makes you brighter, smarter, more present. So let's try this. Okay. Breathe in. 2. Three. Breathe in. Breathe out. Both nostrils. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, now just go back to your normal breathing. So meditation is easy. You just breathe, and you have different ways of breathing. But if you want to establish a meditation practice, it's a skill that you have to learn. You can't just breathe in and out a few times and think that's it. There's a path that you follow, and you follow it by learning to control the breath. When you're controlling the breath, you're learning to control your mind. A lot of times, especially if you were born and raised in the West, you look outward for everything. There's no tendency, there's no education about looking in and seeing how it works, how everything works. And so a lot of times in the beginning, your mind is like you're watching TV, but somebody else has the remote and they keep changing the channel. So your mind's just like that, just blah, 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 blah. But what can happen when you start meditating is that you use a part of the mind called awareness. And awareness, like the breath, is, okay, let's just do a minute of awareness. Look at the right side of the room you're in. Now look at the left side. Now look at your hand. Now look to the side. Look to the left. Okay, that's awareness. And awareness is the ability to move without involving the cognitive mind. The cognitive mind is also called the moving mind. And the moving mind is full of opinions and agendas and ideas and plans and preferences, and it's so full of everything. And it's always doing something. It loves to do stuff, and you couldn't do without the moving mind. That's what's built cities. It's what the moving mind is what we usually rely on. Think, therefore I am, Descartes. I wish he'd never said that. It sort of skews everything, because you have other aspects of the mind that work just as well, and awareness is one of them. So awareness is almost like a video camera. I mean, in the olden days in Tibet, they would say it's like a mirror. It just reflects everything without having an opinion about it. But I think a video camera is really the modern way of talking about awareness, because a video camera, not only can you move it different places, but it's also always in the present. The video camera just looks at something and it takes it in and it absorbs it, and you can see it as it is. You're not seeing it through your filters of your own desires and prejudices and judgments. So the video camera is completely non-judgmental. Also is very much in the present. And the important thing, though, is that it doesn't lie. It just sees what's there, not what you want it to be there. Okay, so that's awareness. And when you're learning meditation, as I say, it's a skill. What you're learning to control is the way you think. It's not thinking itself, it's thinking about how you think, and then you're learning. And so when you learn that, you get that remote control back in your own hands so you can direct your own awareness. That's the basis of all meditation. Okay? Nod your heads. Good. All right. So that's it. So in addition to talking about meditation, let's just do some meditation. So the meditation we'll do today is what we did, a very quick one last time, but it's called shamatha meditation, or calm abiding meditation. And in this, you follow your breath. All you have to do is, and if you're beginning, and some of you may be beginners in meditation, you don't start right away. You start counting and using the numbers. You're using your cognitive mind now. You haven't started meditation, but you breathe in and you breathe out, and that's 1. Okay, you breathe in, you breathe out, that's 2. And so you do that for 5 times, and then you will start the regular meditation. And I'll just give you instructions as we go along. Okay. So just take a couple of just normal breaths. And let's start more deep breathing now a little bit, and we'll breathe in through the nostrils, breathe out through the mouth, and we'll count. That is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can already feel your body relaxing a little bit. So now let's start following the breath, making yourself aware of the air as it comes into your lungs, into your nose, and then out. So let's breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Just find your own rhythm of breathing in and breathing out. Paying attention not to what you think you're doing, but what you're actually doing. Involve the body in this. Involve the sensations of breathing in and breathing out. Your attention is placed on your breathing. You're training yourself to keep coming back to an order or a suggestion you've given to your mind to watch yourself breathe. Or to feel yourself breathe. So you breathe in and you breathe out. Just relax into that. We'll take our time. There's no place to go, nowhere else to be. Feel the air in your nostrils as you inhale. Exhale from your mouth. Feel your chest expand and relax. Air comes in and a nice gentle flow. It goes out in a nice gentle flow. When thoughts come in, don't engage with them. Just let them float by like leaves on a stream. Just let them go. Just follow the breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. If the thoughts start to bother you, don't get mad at them. That just makes it worse. Some teachers say, make friends with these thoughts. That these thoughts the neurons are really gossipy in your mind, and so they're gossiping about everything, usually about maybe right now you're meditating right? That's your cognitive mind and your thoughts saying things to you. So just say to these cognitive thoughts, thank you for thinking, but I'm really busy meditating right now. I'm doing something else. I'm following my breath. So I'll tell you what, why don't you try to do that too? So thoughts, just everybody now, let's just follow our breath. Let's just breathe in, breathe out, and relax. Breathe in, know that you're breathing in. Breathe out, knowing that you're breathing out. Okay. Now that's calm, abiding breathing. Just go back to your regular breathing. It's easy to do. If you want to establish a habit of doing it, what you want to do then is to do it the neuroscientists say to do it for 15 minutes a day for 3 weeks, and it becomes a habit. Neurons that fire together, wire together. They also warn us, and this is something to do with meditation, is that we have biologically and through evolution a tendency towards thinking things are going to go bad. They call it a bias towards negativity. So we have that because we wouldn't have survived without it. I mean, when we were first becoming human beings, there was a lot of predators around. There was a lot of things that you could be afraid of that's going to get you. And so you develop this ability to be aware and to look for danger. If you're sitting here on Zoom, there's not much danger, right? But the danger comes, then it goes into your mind. And so your mind is saying you're not doing it right, or what is she on about, or whatever. So you have to just learn to not to pay attention to your negativity bias, or find some way to, the thing is, the negativity bias goes into long-term memory. If something good happens to you, it goes into short-term memory. So the neuroscientists say what you should do is to learn to enhance your short-term memory, and every night before you go to sleep, think of 3 things that you did right during the day, or 3 things that made you happy, or 3 things that went right. And don't just list them, but kind of milk them. Oh boy, I was great then. I just love the way I came back with her with such a smart remark. Oh man, I was good. Okay, just whatever it is, just sort of, enhance your ability to be positive. All right, so that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to have do meditation, such as loving kindness meditation, that enhance this. All right. So then, the negativity is a big problem in the West, because we're fed negativity through the algorithms and the internet. So you either have to, look at something, look at the cat videos or the babies laughing or something like that, to counteract all of the negativity on the on the internet. So that's shamatha meditation, and there are a lot of other kinds of meditations, but it all starts with the breathing. My own background is in Tibetan Buddhism. I learned it when I had a professor in graduate school who would go off on these retreats, and he gave me these books, and I got interested in it, and I finally ended up living in a Tibetan retreat center for 5 or 6 years, and I was a chef there, I was an editor there, you work all the time if you live in a center. You think you go to have these peak experiences, and you end up just, really working hard all day long and all day night. But anyway, the way the Tibetans meditate isn't the way the southeastern Buddhists meditate. They do practice, and so it's a full body experience, and it's really complicated. But the thing that you can take it from it without taking all of it, is belly breathing. And belly breathing gets you down into your body. And as I said last time, over and over again, that what you need to do is to stay with the body and make it your own, make meditation your own. So to do belly breathing, what you do is to breathe in, but you breathe into your belly, it pushes out, you expand it a little bit, take a breath in, hold for a minute or two, not a minute, hold for a few seconds, and then you do a long, slow exhale. Okay, that's belly breathing. So let's try belly breathing right now. You expand the belly, breathe, and then you exhale. Long, slow, make the exhale a little bit longer. Breathe into the belly. And when you exhale, pull your belly in so it's sort of back towards your backbone. So expand the belly. And as you establish a rhythm, you can make the seconds in between the inhale and the exhale a little bit longer. You can start very gently, and you can go more dynamically as you go along. You can practice this at home, and we'll talk about it more next time. So what I want to do next is to do a heart-mind exercise. And the neuroscientists say we have three brains. The Tibetans have always known this. They just talk about the whole thing as a heart mind. But it's the brain in the head, in the heart, and in the gut. So a heart exercise would be one on gratitude. And especially if you have a chronic disease, you need to be able to be grateful for something. And so the best way to do it is to start a gratitude journal. But we'll do a little bit now. Just what are you grateful for? So just look around you. What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for this little octopus statue on my desk. It's like octopus have brains in their hands and their arms, and so do writers. So that's mine. What's yours? What little thing do you really enjoy and you're grateful for? Think about we have to sort of go on fast forward with this, but you can do it again, and this segment will be on the website that Anne has, and it'll also be on my website. It's KimberleySnow.com. You spell Kimberley Ley. And so it also has a whole lot of information that I just sort of zip over in these groups. So you can look at that. All right. So, but what else are you grateful for? I'm grateful for Zoom. I'm grateful that I can talk to everybody today. I'm grateful that I have a mind. I'm grateful that I have a mouth. I'm grateful I have a tongue. So what are you grateful for in terms of your body? Is it your legs that take you places? Is it your tongue that lets you talk? What are you grateful for with your body? In the terms of medical experiences, who are you grateful for? Your caregivers, your doctors? Just take a minute, and when you get home, write in a journal what you're grateful for. So being grateful, gratitude is a positive heart-mind sort of a meditation. Another one is loving kindness. So we'll go right into a loving kindness meditation now. So visualize a light in your heart, a soft white light. Feel it going through your body. You always start with yourself, with loving kindness. So this light of loving kindness infuses your body. And you can feel it pushing out negativity, agendas, and judgment. You feel at home with yourself. Everything's going to be okay. This is what loving kindness does. It does this to your body. And it starts feeling so good, you want to project it outward to others. So let's send out loving kindness to everyone else in the group today. May you be happy. May you find happiness in the causes of happiness. May you be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. And as a group, let's send it out to the global world. We're a small part of it, but we don't like a drop of water in the ocean. It doesn't say I'm not important. It says I'm part of a bigger ocean. And so we're part of a bigger ocean of loving kindness. So let's send loving kindness out to the world. May all beings be happy and find the causes of happiness. May all beings be free of suffering and the causes of suffering. And let it be so. So make an aspiration to keep the light of loving kindness shining in your heart. It's like a pilot light that so much else depends on it. So use it for yourself, use it for others. If you're in the grocery store and a little kid's crying and the mother's fussing at us, send them loving kindness. There are a lot of ways that you can use loving kindness. Use it for yourself, use it for everybody. So next time we'll do more of meditation, more talking about meditation. I also want to talk about non-meditation, awake awareness, all sort of things next time. And in the meantime, keep the light of love and kindness going. Check my website, KimberleySnow.com, spelled Ley. A lot of material there, a lot of pictures of different teachers and resources that I hope you use. And I hope you have a good, nice Thanksgiving. And I'll see you on December the 10th.